Hey everyone, Sean here, and we're back finally for another car detailing journal. It's been a while since I've last done one of these. It has been about a month, I think, right? Because the last one I can think of right on top of my head was March 6th. So time has flown by pretty fast. I do have a number of videos cooking in the background. I had to just get to them hopefully soon. Some of them do involve with some car detailing or washing, I should say. I guess either one, if you want to, depending on how you look at things. So you may see some videos come up before this, maybe this journal before said videos. Kind of hard to say, but there's just stuff to talk about, which is why I wanted to do this journal in the first place. So before I do that, I'll probably just grab myself a water from the fridge. But yeah, as I do that though, I did want to tell you guys how this has been holding up. I think this really does wonders for what it is, right? I think this is really great for like producing like spraying chemicals, like if you want to put in this little spray bottle. This definitely does produce enough gallons for that per hour or whatever you want to call it. Because this holds 1.5 gallons of water. It produces it produces distilled water out of it into this jug, and then you can store it into another big jug, and then rinse and repeat until you run out of water, and then you do it again, blah blah blah, whatever, right? So let me go ahead and grab something from the fridge. There we go. Good old water. So funny, right? Distilled water. I mean, I guess I can technically drink this, but I probably wouldn't, just the idea, right, that this came from the hose, and then seeing the stuff in the distiller, right, the bottom, whenever you are done with the distiller. Kind of grosses me out a little bit, honestly. I know people do it, but you could though. I mean, I think there is a lot more purpose than just drinking anyway. So I think I'll just leave drinking out of that, and I'm gonna use this for a number of uses, potentially including not just for car use, but for like in-house stuff. I could probably even use this for like those essential oil aroma diffuser things. Those leave behind some nasty stuff. Of course, it's just because it's straight tap water. So I can potentially use that as a means to kind of have like the best experience, right? So. But anyways, yes, it's been holding up fine. I think it has its place definitely for the household sort of car washer like me. So I think it definitely has a place for sure. It's definitely doing all the purposes I wanted to do, which is to just eliminate the minerals for sure, 100%, and produce some distilled water for sure. And then whenever this jug fills up, I just fill up all my big tank sprayers in advance with just water, all that distilled water, just to prepare it, for my next wash and stuff like that. And that is a means of, rinsing it off with that spot-free water, right? Now for sure you have that spot-free water. Now, granted, it is around 1 to 3 ppm, depending on how things turn out, right? But it definitely works, I'd say. I think that 1 or 3 ppm, 2 or 3 ppm comes from the activated coal filter that goes through in that final part. So if you want to get rid of that, that's up to you. But honestly, I think it's fine, just because anything around that number will hardly do anything really. Because at that point, that's charcoal stuff, right? And it's very, very, very small. Like, if you think about one part per million, like, come on, that is so minuscule at that point. the hard stuff has already been taken out at this step, and you know what is to worry about, right? So yeah, I've been really liking this thus far. I think it's serving me pretty well, and I definitely will continue to be sure to get this cleaned up. In fact, let me take you guys just to see what it looks like, right? You know, when you're done with it, and not cleaning it and stuff like that right after. So let me just slowly lift this up, and let's take a look at it here if we can see. And look at that, yeah, that is looking lovely, right? With those crap on the bottom. And it looks like it's like swirling around a little bit because there is a little bit of water, which is what I wanted to do, because you're not really supposed to, like, you know, let the unit run dry and then turn off, which it does, which is why I have this timer in the first place. I talked about it all in the review video that I've done in the past. So yeah, I definitely need to clean the sides more this time around, and then of course the bottom as well. So and then there should be nothing on the top, right? So yeah, pretty awesome. And then everything else is holding up just fine, so I'm just gonna just let this slide down, and that's pretty much it. So other new things, so I can definitely show you guys, I guess now we're leading into like a product haul thing that I've gotten over the past month, right? Ever since that last journal anyway. So what I got here is some wool pads. So this is from Lake Country, right there, as you can kind of see. And this is supposed to be the one-step sort of version. So basically it allows me to cut and polish at the same time, according to the name anyway. It doesn't say here, I guess, but yeah, that's what it's according to on Amazon anyway. So this is straight from the Lake Country side of things. So same thing here. And then I also have, this is the what is it, the 5.25 inch size, and then I have also a 3-inch version of the same thing. So in case I want to do some smaller sides and smaller parts and stuff like that, a little more precise work, I definitely have purple wool pads for that sort of application. And that will be in addition with my Euro pad or Euro fiber pads that I got in the past. They do work, but they don't do enough cutting to my satisfaction. So let's see. We'll see if these purple ones will do a little more cutting than the Euro fiber. We'll see, especially with the 3D one, I believe it's called, that I have with the one step. For right now. All right, let's not forget the water. Let's go ahead and head on over to the next thing that you guys saw in the beginning of the video. So yeah, so I got myself, for those who have been following, another keg. So you know, I kind of caved in. I was like, you know what, you know, the 2.5 gallon was fine, but I kind of wanted to see what it's like to have a bigger tank. So I actually was able to find myself a pretty cheap, much cheaper outlet of these kegs. So this is, of course, a refurbished keg, as you can see with the condition, right, of the keg. It's just all scuffed up and whatever, but you can definitely see what it's been used in the past. And look at that! It has a 7-Up sticker on there, which is actually great. I love it. I just love it. It just like looks like a classic thing. I love like these retro sort of objects that you know, that show up on my door. So this is a great, not only a potential great thing for car washing, but a great conversation piece in the garage. So people are just gonna be like, what the heck, why do you have this soda keg in your garage, man? Like, it's just funny to see. You know, I imagine it'd be funny to see, you know, the look on people's faces whenever they see this, like right when they step in to check out my car wash stuff. So yeah, I moved around some stuff, so now I'm able to just put both of my IK foam sprayers in this Rio's wash bucket that I got in the past. I kind of repurposed it just to like store stuff in there. It's kind of just like a $50 storage thing, which is kind of funny. This was my first ever wash bucket that I got for myself during my sort of resurgence of car washing, but I kind of just stuck back to my basics and got myself a bucket from Harbor Freight over here and Home Depot. I kind of want to get myself one more Home Depot bucket just because I really like the look of it, and not to mention the numbers on there. They actually have the measurements in there as well. So back onto here. So I recently also added the Schrader valve. I actually added this today as I record this. This was a bit harder though because my drill bits started to wear out, and I had to like really kind of like push it through, like really finagle and then like get it through. But it did it, and then I was able to actually really get a pretty clean hole. So the rubber gaskets on both sides of this Schrader valve are sitting nicely, very nicely. So much nicer than my first one. So yeah, first time, it's kind of natural, right, to have it a little messy, but works. And then for this, this will definitely seal up nice for sure. This should be sealed up very nicely for sure. So, but yeah, you can kind of definitely see the age of it, or how much it got beat up and stuff like that. But this will definitely be serving me pretty well for the most part. I still have the same sprayer and stuff like that for my detail keg setup here. Same little baglet right here that I got. That was supposed to be for a tire. What do you call those? Like portable tire compressors or whatever, inflators. But at this point, especially with this tank, it's gonna be very hard for the inflator to get it going. So that's why I got myself a. I'm gonna go back and forth for you guys, but I got myself this wonderful compressor right here. Right now it's kind of in the dark, but you can kind of see it is a quiet flow air compressor from California Air Tools. And then you get this number right here in case you guys care. That's the product number or whatever, the model number or whatever. This is a 4.7 gallon tank, much bigger than my old one. You kind of saw, there is a short that I have of me comparing just the sound of it, and this is just stupid quiet. Like this is absolutely something I will definitely use throughout my car washing sort of career, quote unquote. It is absolutely insanely quiet for what it is, and it fills up real fast, very quiet at that. And then of course I have the tire inflator gun with the Schrader valve thing at the end, so very handy. It's got this gauge right here, very nice. I got this off of Amazon for like around 20 bucks or something ish, 25 around there. This whole unit cost me about $190 initial cost, shipping I kind of forget, or taxes I forget, and then you have the Amazon Prime shipping. And then the one thing about it that's a little special here was that instead of the little rubber feet that it comes with, I actually installed some wheels on there. So you can kind of see on the ground these tiny wheels. They're like 1/2-inch wheels. There's I thought they were supposed to be like 1.5, but actually it turned out nicely though, because these 1/2-inch wheels are just big enough so that it moves around this unit no problem, but it's gives it that like small enough footprint that it doesn't take up too much space in the garage. So actually really nice. It doesn't make the unit too tall. Otherwise it could potentially fall over since there's a lot of weight on top. So yeah, you know, don't want any possible tip overs and like anything like that. But yeah, so far that has me it served me really well. That's what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, I'm very happy with this air compressor right now. Very just sleek overall in operation. And then of course, like it's funny because the actual like pumping and compressing is very quiet. The purging is what's like louder than the motor of itself. So that's like really funny. What I wanted to show you guys next is over here. I got this Idro Save sponge from Rad Company. This is one of the newest products as of late, as of this recording here. I got a little dog hair or something, some fur or whatever. But anywho, it worked pretty well. It's a little mangled up right now, but once you like dunk it in water, it should be fine. But you know, it is what it is. It's a car wash sponge. You can use it for rinseless wash, especially, but also for what you call foam washing as well, the shampoo stuff. Now this is soft more so than the ultra black sponge, but you're not really missing out too much. Like if you don't have either one, you can get the Idro Save sponge just to be on the safer side of things for your paint. But if you already have the ultra black sponge, I don't think you're really missing out on anything. So either one works really. Trying to see if there's anything else. Not really, right? So I think we're good there. So let's go back. And yeah, you can see right here. Here's my other detail keg. I might potentially convert this into a foamer. All I have to do is just get the silicone tubing and put some holes in it, and then get another sprayer or something, and then put some mesh in there or something, and then, you know, I myself potentially a really good foamer. So we'll see about that. It shouldn't be too expensive in the future, but I do have to get myself another hose if we're gonna really do that. So that'll be for another future project though. There are other higher priorities, so that will not be for a thing for a long time, of course, because I already have these IK foam sprayers anyway. So it's like, why do that when I already have these two? So there is that. All right, so that's like the really major stuff that I got for new stuff. Really anything else? Not so much. Other than, let me see. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. It's just kind of like, oh yeah. So I got this too, the Idro Save from Labo Cosmetica. Served me pretty well so far as like a like a two in one kind of thing. So it washes and protects. I believe the protection that comes with it is ceramic base. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Someone else can help me in the comments, but it leaves some sort of protection behind. So if you want to have like a convenient, you know, fast sort of wash, this is the one. You know, you go by, although you have to go by panel because you don't want to leave stuff behind, you know, all dried up and stuff like that. You have to, you want to like wipe it down as quickly as possible. So that's why you want to just go ahead and do it panel by panel, especially during the summer. So that's pretty much that on that part. This is not new technically, but I did bring this out from long time ago. This is these are a pair of calipers, I believe. So these are what's a little more special is that they do come with like a gauge with it. Hold on, let me put this away, and then here we go. So yeah, it comes with a digital gauge right there, so you can actually see numbers on it. and then you can measure stuff with the calipers. So if I ever need to do that another time, it's right here. So I picked it up during college, so that's like more than like 5 years ago at least. So it might be 8. By the way, it's been a pretty long time, so kind of funny, but hey, it's got some use again, I guess. So I don't think there's anything else up here. I think it's just like arrangement stuff that I kind of redid here and there. All right, so over here though, let me actually go ahead and try to give myself a headlight right here so I can light you guys up in certain areas, because I do want to show you guys what I got here on this side of things. So let me show you guys. Hold on. Okay, so I think we can turn it off now. I thought we were gonna be in the dark here, but we're not. We're definitely very much in the light. Anywho, so this is a SBTA little 3-inch polisher I got myself, and of course I can even go 1 or 2, like 2-inch or 1-inch, whatever, depending on what kind of back plating I get or have on there. It should be doable, but anyway, I think the backing plate is around 3 inches or 2 or something like that. I forget. Anyways, here we go. So here it is. It kind of just feels like a drill, but it's like pretty cool. I do like it so far. I haven't actually tested it yet, but I like the feel of it. You know, you kind of hear it right now. Oh, it has no battery in it, so let me go ahead and do that right now. You can kind of pretend you have a pistol or something. There we go. And here we go. And then you have another speed like that. So there you go. So pretty cool, pretty simple. It's pretty much a nice drill style like polisher that we'll use for like those small areas. That's why I got the 3-inch pads with the wool on there, the wool pads. Cannot wait to use it. I'm probably going to test it on the Mini right here. I'm going to just polish this door, this one door right here as a test, just to see the cutting power and of course the polish of itself, right? This is what it looks like right here. Cordless buffer and polisher. It will be nice because it is cordless, so I can just like pull it out, do some quick polishing or buffing if I ever need to. It's pretty convenient already in that sense. Yeah, it comes with all these accessories. I'm pretty sure these will not last too long, but it's a start for anyone. I like these brushes right here. Pretty nice, if I say so myself. But yeah, it's got some pads right here. Some foam pads down here, as you can kind of see. Some sort of guard right here it comes with for some of those tools. But yeah, I put this back. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool. I like the feel of the polisher so far. So, and I'm very much excited for it. Okay, so yeah, I do have the charger right here for the polisher, just sitting right there. There's some dust on there, sorry. You know, this is where I put some of my electronics right here. This is my power bank for that I use for the GoPro. This is the Ego blower battery charger that I have sitting somewhere over there. And yeah, so it used to be sitting over there in the back in that corner, but I did some rearrangements and just winding up in the other, the more in the center side and stuff like that, off to the side. What I wanted to show you guys next is what I did with this headlight right here that I got from Amazon. I got this from the past. It's nothing new, but what I did in here is get myself different batteries for it instead of with the ones that I came with. So these are actually from Samsung. You hopefully can see right here. So these are Samsung batteries. So these are a lot better. But what I had to do, because of the way the plus side was, I had to move like the conductor plate or whatever to actually, you know, contact for that power. I had to move it forward a little bit in order for it to like actually touch it. So this side is fine, of course, but this side was a little short with this battery. So you do have to be a little careful with that, of what kind of batteries you get. It doesn't have that little nipple to actually touch these leads right here. So that's why I had to kind of like move the plate a little more forward. So I just kind of like gently, carefully did that, and I managed to do that. So it works pretty well. So yeah, pretty awesome. So that means while it's not any brighter, it should last a lot longer. So because these batteries are a lot more hefty than the ones that it comes with. I think I forget the milliamp hours or whatever. So yeah. All right, let me actually now get a swig of my water. Just give me a second here. All right, so I believe there was something else that I got for myself. So this does involve with one of the videos that I was cooking up. So I think I have it on the bottom somewhere of this cart. Oh yeah, so speaking of the cart, yes, so for those who have not seen my other, I think it was my last journal, in fact, I don't know, I forget. Anyway, I did a bit of a crazy project for my cart. I did some DIYing on it, so I modified it, because the wheels that it comes with for this cart, you know, as much as I would love to endure it or just like, you know, tolerate it, they were a little too small and they couldn't get over those big cracks in my garage and on my driveway. So what I did was I actually used, or I repurposed this dolly that I thought I was going to be using, but I just think because of it's not fully swivel, it doesn't quite serve me that, you know, that same purpose. So I repurposed this. I was gonna, you know, sit on it for like polishing and stuff like that, but I'm gonna use something a little different. So what I did was I just got me some 3/8 nuts and bolts, 3/8 inch nuts and bolts, and I just basically bolted on this dolly to the cart. And you can kind of see somewhere in there, oh here we go, you can kind of see, so you kind of see like the round peg head with the Allen key. It actually tightens up with the Allen key instead of like a regular screwdriver or whatever. So it's a hex head, so it's a hex drive bolt, you can kind of say. So it turned out pretty well. I tried to do it one way with the swivel wheels in the back, but I switched around the handle. You know, it used to be on this side, but now it's on this side. And now the swivel wheels are on the front, so so it's kind of like a car right now. The drive wheels in the back, right? And then you have the steering wheels in the front. So works more like a car. Now I have to reverse it in. Like I have to back it in if I want to park this car. Kind of funny how it works. Maybe someday I will switch out the wheels for something more swivel casters. So hopefully by then I'll be fully swiveled, and that would be pretty awesome, right? All things considered. But for right now, it works pretty damn well. I really like the feel of it for right now. So I think, you know, so I have to just back it like this, and then you can turn it like this, since it's not fully, it's not swivel all the way. Now I'm not sure what happened over here, but it might be some soap residue. I don't know what that is. But I'm glad it's on the cart and not on my car's like trim or something. So we'll leave it at that. Maybe we'll clean it up someday, but it's fine. Anyway, so I thought I had Dark Fury over here, but yes, I'm trying to look for my bottle of Dark Fury. I forget where it was. Oh, there you are. So I have this small bottle of Dark Fury. Of course, you gotta, you always want to get the smallest bottle if you want to try out some products, because you're stuck with them if you get a gallon like this Brake Buster right here. I'm afraid. So it's a bit of a hint of what's going on with between Dark Fury and Brake Buster. But hopefully by the time this video pops up, my Dark Fury versus Brake Buster video should already be up. So I'll hopefully get around to editing that. But I really like this. It really cleans wheels for what it is. It's a cheaper wheel tire cleaner than it is Brake Buster. At least in terms of value per performance, because it actually really cleans well, 4-to-1 or 1-to-4. So what I also got on the bottom here is this tar and glue remover. This stuff works, but man, this stuff smells. It smells like paint thinner. So this though specifically helped me out removing the PPF residue off of my car that I wanted to remove. And it did it with flying colors. It had that black line that I had for a while on my door. And after I removed the sticker off or PPF off, it left some stuff, including the residue, like the sticky residue over. So I sprayed it on and it just took it off like nothing. And then there was some weird tar spot near the door hinge of my trunk. I sprayed it on there, and it definitely worked too. It's just that I don't have like the right tool to actually wipe it off. But from what I was able to get off, it was like, wow, it's like magic. But I will like to finish off that little tar spot on my trunk door hinge, and then we can call it a day on that part. But boy, does that smell, and it actually left a smell for a little bit on my towel. So I'll definitely use another towel for that purpose. Throwing that into the washing machine, and hopefully we don't have to smell that ever again, for at least for a long while anyway. So yes, I believe that's all I got for stuff. If I'm not forgetting anything. So yeah, keg right here. I just love the fact, I'm just trying to get over the fact that it's a 7-Up can. I kind of wish it was a Coca-Cola can, because I'm more of a Coca-Cola guy. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I still have, I've had my fair share of 7-Up back in the day. So yeah, pretty nice. Well, potentially at least, because I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm sure it'll work out just fine. I think my only concern is these pegs right here, because the nipple is like, or one of the parts is like kind of sticking out a little bit. So if you compare it to a brand new keg right here, which is this, it's a lot smooth. It's it's sitting very flat, whereas these parts are kind of sticking out a little bit. So hopefully it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not a big deal altogether, because I can just replace these real easy. I just have to unbolt these parts and then buy a new set of pegs, and that's about it. So for those who don't know, this is a gas peg, or whatever you want to call it. And then there's an outside to it too. There's an exit in here. Here's an exhaust. You can sit, or this is where the liquid comes out. There's a liquid out and gas inside of the pegs. And I believe they're directional, so you can't just like, put this in and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spray my car with this peg right here. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge eventually and then figure things out. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Hopefully. So yeah. But again, man, I'm just smiling still to the fact that it's a freaking 7-Up can. So look at that baby right there. Yes, sir. And then yeah, that sprayer right there, it's a cheap garden sprayer that I got. I'm using the shorter nozzle for right now, and I honestly think it's a really good like ergonomic thing. So I may try it with the longer wand or whatever, and just to see if there is a difference of just ergonomics and waving around and all that stuff. But I think the short one's fine, honestly. Alrighty, so what else do I have to show? Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, okay. So you kind of also see some rearrangements on my cart, right? At this point, you guys should know about the piping or the tubing and stuff like that. It's already been done. So that's, you know, it's on there's the other side as well. You kind of see. But there is something missing on the cart, right? And some of you may know, and that is the Grio's foam cannon. Now it's sitting over here. So there is a potential possibility that I may not use this foam cannon for a very, very long time, unless I feel unless I just feel like having a bit of fun and wasting product and spray it with a pressure washer. But because I got this keg and these IK foam sprayers, you know, at this point, and then not to mention the air compressor, at this point, the pressure washer is probably going to be sitting for a little bit. Well, actually, I lie. The pressure washer of itself, my Karcher pressure washer of itself will have more use than the foam cannon for sure of itself. For that, you know, that rinse, right? Now, yeah, so I have this detail keg now. So there is that possibility though that I'm probably going to be using it a lot less though because of the keg sprayer. Or the detail keg, what you want to call it. And then, you know, the fact that I have this extra keg right here, now sitting right there all nicely, that's definitely one more nail in the coffin possibly, because, oh well, at least for this foam cannon right here. Yeah. I'm just kind of like letting it sit in my thoughts, but it is that possibility, man, because that does the job. I'm pretty sure this will do the job. I have not used it just yet, actually, with an actual shampoo that foams. I have used it for the DIY Detail Rinseless Wash because that has surfactants in it, so it foams. So I am pretty set, honestly. This, and then, oh yeah, there is one more thing I gotta show. And it's right here, under my nose. So I just use my garden hose, use this. This is a Orbit or an Eden Orbit, I think it's called. I don't know. I forget. I'll leave it in the description. Garden hose sprayer. Really is nice. I love the thumb drive sort of thing right here, the switch. It's just a one-hand operation, so it definitely is really easy, and it's got some options, right, with the nozzles and everything. So it's got cone, center, soaker, the mist, shower. I'll probably use the shower the most. Jet possibly, flat maybe, center not so much because it's just shower but dumb. So yeah, we'll just leave it off on shower right now because it is nice. I used it for a little bit to fill up some things, which I also forgot to show, honestly. I have these little bladders right here that hold about 1.6 gallons of water. No, 1.3, I lied. 1.3 gallons of water. I have 2 of them down there, so I just kind of like have them stored in this little space right there. And that's for me to fill up this distiller right here. And what that is filled with is water softened water, or from the water softener, not so much the DI resin. And speaking of which, I believe this is starting to show some age or wear. So I may or may not just switch this out altogether, right? This whole unit. And then this will be another unit sitting around. I am afraid. Because I think I got this installed in December, back in December. And then if that's the case, right, and at this point it's starting to show that wear, right? Because I actually tested it with the water hardness tester, you know, with the test strips, and it's starting to show that it is getting hard, right? So it is showing a rate of 3. Yeah, so I may actually now switch to a bigger size, so it would have to be a 4.5 by 20 cartridge housing. So that means I have to get rid of this housing right here. And then once this goes, I'm likely going to do the same thing, but we'll see how that works because of these the lines right here. See how that works out. We'll make it work. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I may actually have a use for it now that I have an idea. But anyway, it'll be around no matter what. I'm not gonna throw away or anything like that. It's just there'll be a use for it somewhere, somehow. I don't know. But anyway, that is going to be bigger though, for sure. It'll be installed to the car. I'll make it work somehow. But yeah, so that'll be my next big project coming up. And that'll pretty much run me $100. So not too bad for what I'm doing, you know, as a hobby anyway. And then from there on, whenever I do want to change out the water softener resin, sort of quote unquote, I am going to actually proceed with the recharging method with the what do you call it, table salt. So I'm going to get myself a bunch of salt and then charge it up and then rinse it out, and then hopefully that'll work. That'll be for the future of things. So all things considered though, that means at most, so let's take into the calculations, right? So it's what, it is April at this point. It's showing a rating of 3. That means if I actually install this in December, that means it lasted me just about 4.5 months of use. So all things considered, okay, you know, taking into calculation of how hard my water is in California, yeah. You know, it is what it is. California's water is infamously hard. Anyway, so yeah. This is gonna go not much sooner. I mean, here's the thing, right? Because of that water distilled over there, it's actually kind of like making me think, should I really use the water resin? I don't know, right? it kind of just there at this point. And then whenever I need that final rinse via pressure washer, I'm just gonna do it, right? That way, for that purpose. But otherwise, really, this detail keg is gonna like take over that spot. And yeah, so, and the fact that, you know, rinseless wash has sort of like, by coincidence, water softening properties. You know, it helps with the minerals and stuff like that, sort of. So that's why, yes, that's why it leaves behind polymer spots rather than water spots. There's still spots nonetheless, but you can like take those off real easy in comparison to water spots. I don't know. I'm like really conflicted with, should I really just like, you know, not you know, buy any more DI resin for the future? Should I, you know, still resort to having a 4.5 by, was it 20 cartridge housing with the DI resin? Because that's a lot more DI resin, so it'll get more run out of it. I'll get more out of that for sure. But that being said, right, is that going to be worth the cost and stuff like that for what I'm doing? I mean, for a hobby, I mean, it's okay, I guess, but for like, but in general, right, is that even efficient all in all? You know, especially with that water distiller over there. I don't know. You know, it's who is to say, you know, so. But what I am going to do for sure is switch out that housing first before the water DI resin housing. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much. I know I keep saying that, but let me make sure if I have like anything else I'm not forgetting or anything like that. There is, I guess, one more thing to show. I think I left it in here. Oh, maybe not. Let me see. I think I left it in like here, so I'm gonna put you guys on the magnet. Here we go. And then, oops, sorry about that. Ah, yes, it's like sitting right on top. So I got these Jersey bug scrubbers from Rad Company. So I haven't used it just yet. It's got the nab microfiber side. It's got the scrubber side on the other. Pretty cool from what I can take a look at. But yeah. So there you go, bug scrubbers. Jersey scrub pad and a microfiber terry side with that as well. 4x6 blue. It's a 5-pack from Rad Company. Pretty neat stuff. All right, let's put that back on top. Okay, and I think really that's all there is to it. Other than some arrangement stuff too on top of that. This is actually my lavalier mic stuff that I have for my phone. In fact, I'm gonna charge it up right now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in the garage. It only makes sense, so it'll charge here instead of my room. I don't really use it because I already have like a bunch of mics in my room. So it's like, why would I use the lavalier mic when I have a bunch of mics in my room? So I've been using that lavalier mic for a number of these videos. Not right now, not this time, but like whenever I'm actually outside washing my car, I'm actually going to use that there. When it comes to here, I'm just gonna use the mic on the camera because it works pretty well, actually. I'm actually pretty impressed on the GoPro anyway. It's a GoPro 9, for those who are curious. It's been performing pretty well, just by itself. So, and one last thing, I promise you guys. I got this atomic clock right here, so I can actually tell what time it is. You can actually tell what the temperature is like. Nice little 63 degrees. It is now the 8th, because it is past midnight. And it is 55 outside, so pretty cool. is an atomic clock, so it updates itself. You know, I think every night or whatever. So sorry about that clacking noise. But anyway, it's my magnet mount. That's about it for realsies. So any future stuff. It's just really at this point I'm gonna get myself the bigger housing for that. It's gonna get bigger, and that will eventually get bigger. And then I'm gonna get myself DIY's 5-year ceramic coating bottle for the eventual ceramic coating that I'm gonna do for my car. I am going to do that on my first 3-day weekend from my job. So that'll be the best time to do that. Hopefully, if nothing else comes up. And that'll be hopefully in May, around the end of May. Anything else? Oh yes, over there will be. I'm gonna I'm gonna have a shelf right there. So actually, that's gonna be a priority over there because that's like cheaper. This is going to be the second project. So next project, I'm gonna have a shelf over there. I'm gonna move out some stuff and have a shelf right there. So I'm gonna like put some stuff right there. It'll be a little more organized and stuff like that, hopefully. So I am going to turn in for the night. Thank you very much for tuning in for this video. As always, hit the thumbs up. Have any comments, throw them down below. You know, anything related about like car washing like that, I am more than happy to you know, sit down and discuss in the comments. So good stuff, man. I can't wait to try that out. That'll be for another you know, wash and talk and stuff like that. And oh yeah, so I do have I have a potential client coming in. And that'll hopefully be documented somehow. It's just my neighbor. I mean, it's nothing special. I'm not like becoming a mobile detailer or anything like that. It's just like, oh yeah, my neighbor wants some car wash, so I'll talk to him, and then we'll probably get something going, and then hopefully, I don't know, something will happen. That's it. Thank you very much, and hope to see you all in the next video. Shout out.